told you about my family tree, Aria.
Yeah. It's very weird. Her family tree is like instead of a tree, it's more like a spider web.
Yeah.
She's like goes around.
I'm not even gonna explain it to you, because even it makes me go, huh. Without visual aids,
She explained it to me, and I was like, and she didn't have like visual aids, and I was like, I am very lost in this family tree.
Okay, so
There's a family forest now.
do I have a...
There are no branches. There are whole trees.
Let me get some
I hope
paper.
you have like.
I will make visual aids for you, because you need visual aids for this. So let's get some.
I hope you have like a spell, like the one that they did in like Fantastic Beasts, to like just show you their family tree.
We don't have magic, so we're gonna have to rely on pen and paper. So. Alright, so...
I remember watching Gallivant and remember Isabella's, the princess's parents?
Yeah.
They were cousins, and she was getting forced to marry her cousin, and her mom said, straight up, Isabella, straight up. So their family trees were like this, instead of going like this. It's very, royalty. They're weird. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's why a lot of people are obsessed with royalty. Did Queen Elizabeth marry her cousin?
I just forgot the name of my great grandma. So we're gonna start off.
So just put great grandma GG.
I just put grandma. I was like, good luck. So so starting off is great granddad Jose Padilla. So he married my great grandmother. And so Jose Padilla, if you didn't know, I'm married to the Padilla family, the actors. So what happened is he was a governor of Bulacan back in the day. And so he was a good-looking man. And what happens with good-looking men? They have mistresses. So he did have his own mistresses,
So many mistresses.
aside from his legal wife. And he had like a ton of children, like a lot. So according to my grandmother, who was like the historian of the family, he had around like 100 kids.
Wow.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, men can have multiple children. It's women who can only have one child per year.
So from that union of his legal wife, my great grandma, and Jose Padilla, they had one daughter. Their youngest daughter was Ching Padilla. So Ching was my great grandma. So from her, she married an actor who is, I forgot his name, but he was Fernandez.
Something Fernandez.
Something Fernandez.
The most the most Filipino last name.
Sorry, Gregorio Fernandez. I'm so sorry, Gregorio Fernandez. I'm sorry, great grandfather. I've never met you. Anyway, you were dead long before I was here. So from there, they got married. They had a few kids. So my grandma was the second oldest. Her name was Marie, and then one of her sisters was named Beth. Okay, so my grandma married my grandfather, Christian Sadarangani. He was Indian. And then they had my mom, so that's Tina. Then my mom had me with my dad. They weren't married, they just, vibing.
Vibing hard.
So Dino. And then there's me.
It happens.
So that's the story.
This is where it all ends.
Yeah, it's the simplest part of the story, okay? So, all the way down to me. And then they broke up, because life. And my mom married my stepdad, Gifi Silverio. Pay attention to his last name. You will hear it again. And so they had my brother, Victor. Okay, now my biological dad, he went and married somebody else. I forgot her name because I never met her. But he had two kids with them. So I have Jenny and his son. Forgot his name. I never met him.
Because you never met him either.
Look, man, if I never met you, what's the point of learning your name?
It's true. It's true. I need space in my brain. If I don't know you, I don't know you. You're just related to me.
Alright, so...
When I was... I just want to say, when I was young, I really wanted siblings. Mm-hmm. So, I would ask my dad, did you have children from outside my mom? I said, no. Nah, I can't really think of anything. Just accusing your dad. And then I asked my mom, and she said, I literally can't give
birth anymore. What do you mean?
Stop demanding things from each
She's like,
other.
how, child? How? My uterus. Anyway, so remember, my parents broke up. They both married other people, and they had more kids, right? So, my biological dad last name is Velayo. Okay, Velayo. Remember that. Okay. So remember, my grandma had a younger sister named Beth. Okay. Now
Okay.
Beth forgot his first name, something Velayo, and she had kids with him. Okay.
Okay.
There's Tita Mary Beth and there's Tita Joanna. I call them Tita because they're my aunts, basically. So
Yeah, basically.
they are Joanna and Mary Beth are my mom's first cousins because their moms are sisters. Still with me, right?
Yeah.
Now, their father was a Velayo.
Okay.
So that
It circles back.
their dad is my dad's uncle.
Yeah, it circles back. Okay.
So not only is my mom related to Joanna and Mary Beth, my dad is also related to Joanna and Mary Beth. So they share a cousin. They share a cousin. My parents share a cousin. So just to make it easier, remember, you have cousins from your dad's side, cousins from your mom's side. That's what happened. They just didn't want to leave the house.
Why do I have to meet other people when
Convenient.
there are people here?
And then it gets spicier.
Stay in the gene pool, I
It
guess.
gets spicier, guys. So just from that alone, so Tita Joanna, so Mary Beth, Tita Joanna, she has like 3 kids. So they're my double second cousins.
Yeah, basically.
And Tiffany is
'Cause they're
also,
your cousins.
Mary Beth is Tiffany's mom, so she's my double second cousin. She's my cousins twice over.
Twice removed.
Oh my gosh.
And then it
Damn.
gets spicier. Tiffany's dad is Richard Silverio,
Oh fuck.
the half brother of my stepdad, Jiffy Silverio. So my half brother
It circles
is her
back.
second cousin and her first cousin through their dads.
I think I know why you don't want any children. End it there.
They might
End
be
it
inbred. So
And this.
it hasn't ended. It
Ended.
hasn't ended. So my mom is actually my stepdad's second wife. His first wife, her name was Tess Padilla.
Fuck.
Just
My
coming back to
mom's
the family.
cousin through the Padilla line. So it's really fucking weird.
I told you, her
And
family
he
tree
has-
isn't a family
And
tree,
with his
it's a
first
family's
wife, he
web.
had like a daughter. Her name was Stephanie.
It
So
spins.
my brother is half siblings and cousins with Stephanie.
Oh my god.
That's what
Stop it
happened.
there. Stop reproducing. Go to a different country.
I remember like in college, I actually made like an actual visual aid of this, like on PowerPoint, and then I had to explain it
Yeah.
to my friends, and their questions were just like, "Oh." They were like,
End
No.
the bloodline, Seph. End it.
End the bloodline. Or just go to a different country, fuck a stranger.
I remember, like,
What if that stranger
I
ends up
made-
being her cousin
I'll
though?
be honest
With
with
her,
Oh yeah, you have
I'll
to
be
check.
honest with you, the Padilla line is so big. There's a
you have to go
possibility.
back a couple of generations though.
here's the
Dude,
thing,
that's
like,
why.
check.
Like in every college, I went to like 2 colleges, right? I found relatives in both colleges.
Yes, if you remember.
I found a cousin in Trinity, and one of our professors, Aria, one of our professors in Benito,
Yeah, I know.
was my uncle.
He was your cousin. Yeah, he was your
He
uncle.
was my uncle.
Through an illegitimate child.
So
Yeah.
We'll have to say that it is very likely that if you go up here in Baguio, there might be some Padillas out here
I
because
wouldn't be surprised.
they studied in Boys High, SOU Boys High. So we know they're
I would just
lying.
love to be like, if I ever go there and you're like, Seph, I want you to introduce you to somebody, and then I meet the guy, he's nice, and at some point he's like, oh, I'm related to the Padillas. Oh, like, oh no.
And then you're like, oh my god, kissing cousins
I'm like,
again.
I'm not,
Part
I'm
3.
not gonna kiss you, but like, just so you know, we're related. So like, nice to meet you, cuz.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they left their mark here somewhere out there. It's because
It's one of those things where like, if I travel anywhere, my mom goes, oh, you know, we have relatives there.
if you travel here in Baguio, there's probably you have relatives here, probably most likely.
It's such a, because as we know, Jose Padilla had 100 kids. He just went, I'm gonna spread my genes around.
It's very good-looking genes, so it's
Fair.
justified, I guess.
Fair.
To be
Yeah.
fair, like, if I ever to date a person, I have to go, okay, it's gonna come
Let me
out of
see your
nowhere,
backstory.
but could you show me your family tree?
Can
Please.
I see your genealogy, please?
Could you please tell me if you might be
To be
related
safe.
to this
Yeah.
family or this one? This one's more like
Feels
law,
like-
but it feels weird.